Hey guys, Happy New Year. Welcome and welcome back to Shades and Pages, where the books be good, the lips be popping, and we mind our business. Sometimes. Tonight I am in my book Oasis. Now, if you've been on this page, you know I had decided to turn my extra room into a book oasis. But I am here to let you know I ain't do much. I got injured last year, so this kind of got put to the back burn. But my goal for 2026 is to get my book Oasis back on track. But 2025 was a struggle for me when it came to these books. But I did have some books that made me laugh, that gave me a little teary tear. I am here to, I wouldn't say countdown because this is not a ranking, this is just vibes. So I am here to give you my top books of 2025. The first book is The Missing Lion Cub by Lauren Madaris, aka Brenda Jackson. Lion has been missing from the Houston Zoo, and the police are too busy. So AC Maxwell took it upon herself to find this lion cub. Now, if you're familiar with the Brenda Jackson Madaris series, you already know AC is the daughter of Christy and Alex, and we have Wolf, who is the son of Nettie and Ashton. Now, you already know Wolf is destined to be an Indian chief, and AC, she is an investigative reporter just like her mama, Christy. I was already a fan of the Madara series, so to see their kids grown, they're teenagers, and they're solving a mystery at the Houston Zoo, and then you have the paranormal aspects in it because you already know Ashton, he has powers, so his son also has powers. So then you also have Shayla and Nicholas, son from True Love, he's in there too, and he is a tech genius just like his dad. Like, second book is 24 Seconds from Now by Jason Reynolds. I absolutely enjoyed this book. Did this one as a buddy read with my son, and this is told from the perspective of a 17-year-old young black boy who is about to engage in sexual activity with his girlfriend for the first time. And me having a teenager, I felt like this would be something good for, us to read because he's getting into dating. And I never expected to resonate so much with this book. And I just loved that it was from the point of view, like it gave me so much insight of what my son would be thinking now that he's going through the dating pool. And Jason Reynolds, your boy could write. So next book is New Growth by Tahisi Williams. When I tell you, it's a slow burn. If anybody know me, you know I do not like slow burns and I be complaining. If you want an emotionally gripping story, this is definitely the story for you. Now, we have Elliot, I think her name is Elliot Sawyer. Her father passed away, and then she went through this big betrayal from somebody she never expected. So love was nothing. She wasn't looking to be falling in love, but here comes Elliot. Both of the characters, their names are Elliot. But anyway, Elliot came out of nowhere. This is the tropes second chance at love, chronic illness that was done well, grief that was done well. EDE, you understand? So if you're looking for a book with great character development, a great storyline, and just an amazing emotional payoff, New Growth, you have to read this. Next book is Off Limits by Nico Vaughn. Now, I found this author. This was a new to me author that I found last year, and the book was so good. I plowed through their catalog because it's not a heavy catalog. When I tell you scandalous, messy, downright disgusting, but I ate this shit up because you have Alicia and Ao. Ao is the plug, and then Alicia is the cousin of his girlfriend and also the girlfriend of his right hand man. Now, they ain't had no business messing with each other, but after one stolen moment, shit went left. And when I tell you, it continued to go left. And I was like, oh my God, y'all bold. Like, the shit that was happening in this book, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? But when I tell you I couldn't put this book down, I read this book in one sitting. That's how scandalous it is, because I was like, oh, you dirty. you dirty, and you dirty too. Both of y'all just dirty. But you know what? I sat there and I ate up that dirt though. So the next book is The Unraveling by V. Keelan. I think that's her name. So in this book, we have a psychiatrist who went through a terrible loss. Now, when she stumbles upon the husband of the person who, was a part of the loss, she literally became obsessed with him and she started low-key stalking him, right? Now, girl, you already lost your psychiatrist license. When I tell you, this book had me on the edge of my seat, and I think I liked it because from what I've discovered, that V. Keelan, she's also a romance author, so it had a little bit of romance elements in it, but this woman had me tripping because why you mad that dude stalking you? Girl, you were stalking him. Like, this book was addictive, it was thrilling, and it was downright, I would say it had a little bit of chills in it too. And I was like, ooh, I could get with my girl V. Like, I could give me the domestic thrillers or the psychological thrillers, because they the type of thrillers that I be thrilling with. Dearly Beloved by Miko Chanel. I think it's Miko Chanel. Let me get my little... Okay, yes, Dearly Beloved by Miko Chanel. This is a new to me author, and shout out to B Reads the Love on Instagram because she recommended this book to me. Miko can get me to read another book from her. Dearly Beloved is an erotic friends to lovers novelette. Now, felt like a full-length novel, and what I absolutely love, like if you remember that scene from Demon's Dream where Smoke was like, come here, like if you like that scene from Demon's Dream, like this book has, like, it gave those type of vibes. I wasn't expecting this. Like, I wasn't expecting to fall in love with this story, and I wasn't expected to be so emotionally invested that when this book ended, I was like, that ain't enough. I'm back here with Someone Knows, and this is another thriller. Lord, you almost heard my accent. This is another thriller by my girl V. Keelan. Like, I was in my thriller back this year because this is two from V. Like, I was in there. My bad. So we have college English professor Elizabeth. She reads one of the chapters and she realized that this shit actually happened. And you know why? You know how you know it actually happened? Because she did it and it happened like 20 years ago. So she's trying to figure out, like, who the hell is this person? And how do they know what this shit happened? Like, are they here to freaking blackmail me? It's fast-paced, it's gripping, and from what I've learned from reading my first V. Keelan thriller, it's gonna have the romantic elements in it. But if you're looking for a fast-paced thriller, this is definitely one for you. The Crownless King by Drea Anderson. Like, if you give me vampires with a witch, I am sold. I'm eating that shit up every time. And then you add the world building to that, I'm gonna be in heaven. Witness 8 by Steve Kavanaugh, aka Cousin Stevie, because he ate that little one thing. This was my first book by Steve Kavanaugh, and when I tell you, he has a fan in me for life, because this Eddie Flynn series, this was so good. This made me go back and read the other ones now. Because you have Ruby. Ruby's a wealthy maid in Manhattan, and she witnessed a murder. And although she reports a crime, she lies and to blame someone else to benefit herself. This is where Eddie come in. Like, Eddie's a con artist turned lawyer. Like, Eddie got people in low places, and he ain't afraid to use it. Now, if you like white collar and SVU, this is like a mixture of white collar and SVU, but you have Eddie and the shit that Eddie do to get these people off. I'm like, nah, Eddie, please. But I feel like I would have, even though I enjoyed this, now some of the storyline from Eddie, it goes back to book 1. So I would say I would start from book 1, because this was book 8. I started in book 8, but I would start from book 1. But this author can write a freaking book. Stevie can write, like, real talk. So if you're looking for a series that you can binge, where Eddie, I would say morally gray type vibes. Like, if you don't mind that, I would pick this one up. Like, me and Stevie, we family now. Like, I was like, can I call you Stevie? And he said, yeah, boom, we in there now. But Eddie Flynn series, yes, yes. Congratulations by Brandy Michelle. Now, this is a new to me author, and when I tell you this book brought me to tears, Now, I usually do not fool with second chance romance because I feel like some of these men don't be deserving a second chance. But this one was a different type of second chance. So it's one of those stories where you have a woman who is torn between moving forward and looking behind her. Belong by Celeste Thompson. Now, if you're looking for a romance book with BDSM elements where the FMC is the dominant, this is definitely a book for you because you have Elijah. Elijah lost his wife during childbirth, so he has a freaking padlock on his daughter where he ain't trying to let her go, and he is like a helicopter parent. Bree, who is a hairstylist, and she braided his daughter hair, and she picked up on the fact that, you know, he's one of those helicopter parents and he just needs just somebody to give him a little firm hand, and their dynamic started from there. And the BDSM elements kind of like transition into them falling in love. And what I like is that grief is woven into this story, but it's not heavy. I also like how, even though she is the dominant, I feel like at the end of the book, they realize that, you know, they both had some type of, you know, hold over each other. When 40 Blooms by Jacinta Howard, I really enjoyed this one. Like, if you're into second chances and you have books with self-discovery and amazing co-parenting representation, this book is definitely for you. Because what would have been the icing on the cake for me though was if it was dual POV. This one was single POV, but I still enjoyed it. But I wanted to hear the husband's perspective. Creative Differences by D.H. Renro. That was a novella. It felt like a full length. That enemies to lovers vibe. I just can't believe this was a novella. It was so good. And again, if an author can weave grief in a story in a way that it is not overtaking the story, I am sold. The last book on my 2025 top reads list will be Didn't Mean to Fall in Love by Trina Crooks. This is book 4 in the Alphabet City series. That's my girl. Like, y'all be sleeping on my girl Trina. Like, y'all need to be reading more of her books because, yes, they be good. But this one is a marriage of convenience. If you like a marriage of convenience, you already know what's going to happen in the marriage of convenience. Like, Bryce needed, you know, he found himself at a crossroads. He was desperate to secure his inheritance, and your girl Kendra had bills. Inheritance, bills. They came together. You already know what the vibe is. Like, I just love Marriage of Convenience. This one was so good, and it was one of those unproblematic, no drama stories where they just fell in love. Now, you had some outside drama, but there really wasn't no drama between the couple, and that's what I like about it. Like, my girl Trina always come through. You understand? So if you're looking for a good series, the Alphabet City series is good. This is book 4, but she have other series too. But this book, it's like you can see them falling in love and you know they're oblivious to it. And I'm like, it's right there. Like, what is you doing? 2025 really wasn't the strongest reading year for me, but when it hit, it hit. And there goes my list. If you read any of these books, drop it in the comments and let me know. Until then, bye guys.